When I get a break from gallivanting around the world, checking out all them fancy sports, I like to hang out with my boys at the Cranial Mission Show, because they know how to get some trim.
Radio Mission Show here, the penultimate segment of the show. What does that mean? It means second to last. Ben Charles, the Reverend Joey T.
You listening, Joe?
I was, yes.
The C-Squared, hanging out here at the Garage Studios. And it's been a fun show so far. You want to be a part of it? Well, you can do so by dialing 813-438-6068. Go to cranialmissions.com. Check out the website. Let us know where you're listening from. I love every week checking the map and seeing more and more pins on there from around the world. It's a really cool thing. And while we're going around the world, China in the news again.
Well, this is crazy. This is one of those situations. You know, here in the U.S. we have the one over the Grand Canyon, the glass walkway where you can walk out.
Yeah, it's cool.
Apparently in the Chinese mountains, one of them started to crack.
I'm sure.
Well, they went all on it.
They bought Chinese products, man. What did you expect?
Chinese drywall.
It was all drywall.
It's good drywall.
It had mold on it.
So they're on a cliff. They're 3,500 feet above the ground. Yeah, that's not high at all.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the glass started cracking, so they just absolutely fled. Could you imagine that, though? Being out there and on something like that, like over the Grand Canyon. The one over the Grand Canyon, I want to do that. I think that looks so cool.
Oh, it looks great. Yeah.
But it scares the hell out of me.
I went to the Grand Canyon once.
I've been there. It's great.
And I walked up to the edge of it, and I looked over and was like, wow, it's big. And it was awe-inspiring. Don't get me wrong. I was literally like, wow, this is like something impressive. Didn't really have that. I don't think they had that thing built at the time. This was.
Well, it depends on where you go. There's, the Grand Canyon's pretty damn big. So.
Well, I mean, all in all, listen,
I'd go to the right spot.
I'd walk out on it too, but anytime man builds something, there's a possibility it could break, right?
Right. Well, yeah. But you think, okay, well, technology is so good. They've really thought about this, and when they build, it's going to be strong. And it proves that it's not always the best.
Well, if it's the first one, there's no proof that it's going to work, man. Generally,
Well, I think it's good.
Version 1.0 doesn't always go.
It's bad for their tourism, but it's good for anybody that makes the stay off the grass signs.
Why?
Oh, wow.
I'm missing.
I got it. Took me a minute. Stay off the grass.
Like glass.
You are such an asshole.
Okay. Once
You are
again,
such
making
an
fun
asshole.
of a lack of
That
an
was
R.
a good one.
That was pretty good. That's
Yeah,
all
it
I
was good. All I got was crickets from that. It was like dead air when I said that.
Well,
you would have thought I let out a dog fart or something. I mean, my God.
I was looking at a video of it happening, and I was
So
distracted.
did it crack like and fall through, or was it just like
No, it just
spider
cracked
cracks?
they said it was a floral pattern spider crack, basically.
Well, it's
but-
pretty then. Stay out where you're.
Yeah.
Just
No,
stay there. It's
no,
fine.
no, run like hell. That's what I do.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I would piss myself if that happened. I'm sorry. You're standing on this big glass bridge.
If I'm a Chinese person, I'm not trusting the officials much there. I mean,
No.
they do things all the time, like move like settlements. Do you see when they flooded that river for that big dam?
I've been there.
You know what I'm talking about?
I've been there.
Okay, and they built like cities across the way, and we're like, "Nah, you're moving here." It's
Yeah.
like, whoa.
I've been to one of those cities. It's creepy.
Yeah, that's not
Everything
cool.
is brand new. It's in the middle of nowhere, and everything is brand new because the people used to live down close to the river, and they flooded the river, and the water level went up 500 feet or something.
Past where they're at. Yeah,
Yeah, so they built
lost
all
their whole village. Yeah.
How high? How long were the steps we had to walk up? There were like 300 steps or something stupid you had to walk up to get there
From the boat.
from the boat. Yeah,
Okay.
it was cool though. But what was really weird about it is seeing these ancient, not ancient, but the old traditional Chinese people.
Okay. Living in this modern type.
Yeah, living in this brand new modern city. They had no idea how to deal with it because we were there in 2008, and it wasn't long after all of this was flooded. I think all that happened in like 2005.
Yep.
So these people hadn't adjusted fully to it, and to watch these old timers, these probably 50-year-olds that look like 90-year-olds doing Tai Chi and shit in the middle of the town square. It was really weird. They looked really old in a really new place.
Well, and in China, you have this dichotomy of the old way of life versus the new way of life, especially with the adoption of a lot more capitalism. You're starting to see a lot over the years. You've seen significant economic growth, but you've seen in countries like that significant westernization.
Oh yeah,
and it's never been more evident than another story here in China. I'm using this as a lead-in because Chinese officials are now asking tourists.
Good point there. Calling out your segue. That's always good to do.
Yeah, it definitely makes the segue bumpier. But
yeah, that was like a speed bump right in the middle of that. That was like a West Virginia road right there, my friend.
I mean, I'm like tripping over Jabba's tail here.
Yeah.
But Chinese officials in the news because they're now asking tourists to please stop groping a topless statue.
I didn't even understand why they asked me to do that. All I was checking to see what it was made out of. I was like, is this marble? What is this?
I thought you were just doing a mammogram for the statue.
I have done some of those as well, but that's purely science.
But this is in Huaqing Hot Springs. This is in the Shanxi province, and apparently this has become a real phenomena here. There's these statues called the Four Beauties of Ancient China, but there's one that gets more action than the others, and this has become such a trend that Chinese officials are getting offended by it. But it looks like, meanwhile, a lot of the culprits are Asians themselves as far as the tourists are concerned.
Good luck.
And I think this kind of plays into the westernization of the culture because you're talking about historically cultures like in China and in Japan, very reserved, very traditional, but with the westernization comes behavior like this.
I love the quote in the article here. It's like an old Dave Chappelle bit about the police officer and the girl who's dressed like a whore. If you're dressed like a police officer, people are going to ask you for your help when they're in trouble. If you're dressed like a whore, people are going to comment about how great your ass looks. If you're a topless statue with a set of A-plus cans, people are going to want to feel them.
They're nice cans. And I think they're a little bigger than most Asian women are endowed with. So maybe the guys were like, hey, what's this all about? Who is that? Is that Asia Carrera? Sorry. That's all right. I don't know.
You should be.
I am.
You should.
That shows the depth of my porn knowledge is from like '84 or something.
But you're seeing this interesting polarity. You're almost seeing a reverse polarity now between cultures that are newly online with capitalism and westernization versus our society here, where they're becoming more loose and open with things, and here in our culture, there's this rallying cry to be more reserved and more uptight about things.
Well, I think it's a they say too much of anything is bad for you, and we've seen that we've gone through phases of just not complete, but almost anarchy as far as rules of sexuality go, and we've kind of come back to being a little more subdued and responsible. And I think most societies do that, like you were saying. These developing countries who are coming up, it's like China. China is what the U.S. was during the Industrial Revolution.
Right.
They're growing so fast, and the people there, some of them don't know how to handle it. It's just so new. Everything is so weird to them. Cars are fairly new in China. Go drive on a road in China. It'll scare the shit out of you.
Yeah, no thanks.
No, it's crazy.
But no, you're starting to see this conservative movement, not just with sexuality here in this country, but obviously the whole PC movement in and of itself, the movement against even just being critical in general. And we talk so many times with the rules that you see being imposed in schools now, and the way that the students' behavior is supposed to be modified, the way that these students are penalized for things in a very harsh way that we got away with as kids.
I didn't. I spent a lot of time in detention, but today I would spend a lot more time in detention.
Well, case in point now, there's a 12-year-old boy, this is in Glendale, Ohio, who just got suspended from school for staring at another student that was a girl. And when they tried to, when the parents went back and claimed the school didn't give their son due process, a judge actually he denied the claim. They're saying that this kid was being intimidating to this girl. Meanwhile, they were engaging in a staring contest.
Are you kidding me?
No, and he's getting suspended, according to the article. Now, here's the rub with it. The 12-year-old boy is black. The female student is white.
Oh, of course.
Oh, that's kind of racist or something, huh?
Well, yeah. Well, this is
now did he mouth to her, "I'm going to kill you later" or something like that?
Maybe he said, "I want a vacuum."
Oh, I see how that could play out on the old.
This was like a story we had 2 or 3 weeks ago where the kid in middle school walked up and kissed another girl on a dare, and got suspended and possible sexual harassment charges brought against him, sexual assault charges brought against him because he kissed a girl. Come on, people.
He's gonna
get over it.
He's going to be one confused kid.
I'm
serious, dude. It's like we make up these PC rules, but we all kind of grow up very similar in our 14s and 15s, and obviously things change. But, obviously we got impulses and blah, blah, blah. It's no different for them. They're no different than they probably were in the 1840s. But PC culture is telling everybody you can't do it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Well, that's the problem I have with PC culture in general is everybody's allowed to be whatever they want unless it's offensive to somebody else, which doesn't make any sense to me. But if you're the majority, you're the only one that is offensive.
Right.
If you're any kind of minority, you don't have to worry about being offensive. You can be offended all you want. But if you're a majority, if you're a white male American, God forbid you have any opinion on anything anymore.
Yeah, but in this case, it seems like it might be racial profiling. It might seem like this might be actual
absolutely, I agree.
racism because it's a black boy having a staring contest with a white girl, and apparently prior to this incident, that same girl aggressively poured milk on someone else's lunch.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else.
And didn't get in any trouble for that.
She was listening to "Pour Some Sugar on Me" by Def Leppard. They had a staring contest, and now was his penis in her while this was going on?
Well, I got a text from the Lord Cheese, and he said that maybe, just maybe, he mouthed to her, "Dog fart."
Stacy, Mr. Cheese, I have no idea how we didn't pick up on that first, my friend. That's very good, man. You should have been here tonight. That's a good point. Maybe he was dog farting her.
Maybe he was. Maybe he wanted a dog fart.
He said dog fart. Maybe he actually had like a Labrador Retriever with him and was doing like a rebus where he was like,
"Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah,
like with them clouds or something coming out.
That was it."
Well,
I don't know.
While we're
what he was suspended for staring at somebody.
He was suspended for staring at a white girl in a staring contest. Yeah, because he was intimidating.
Well, Ohio, man, come on, let's get with it, dude. People are going to look at each other.
Speaking of staring contests, you ever had green poop?
Yes, unfortunately.
It's usually due to some sort of illness.
Actually, no. Apparently, it's due to the new Burger King Black Burger.
I've heard of this.
Yeah, the black bun apparently makes your green poop, and what they're saying is the purple food coloring that they use to make the bun black actually has a side effect which makes your poop green. But
why does the purple food coloring make you poop green?
Well, I'll tell you one thing that I know for a fact.
Yellow and purple make green? I don't know.
And this is a true story. A buddy of mine told me.
Your poop's normally yellow?
I'm just throwing colors.
What are you eating?
You got Asian poop? Oh, that was bad. But no, for real. A friend of mine back in the day told me that if you eat a whole box of blueberry, remember blueberry, Franken, your poop will be blue. And I tried it. I ate a whole box it down, ate it one time, and he didn't lie.
Really?
Dropped the blue
Let's
one.
go try it right now.
I'm telling you what, you got to eat the whole box, though.
I kind of want to.
Do they really? Blue poop, man.
Apparently it's that food coloring to make things black or blue. That dark food coloring, once it digests through your system, it doesn't.
You know what's coming now? Poop art. I can say it. It's going to be next on the
No, it's
horizon.
already been out. I mean, look, just ask Japan.
I was going to say Japan.
They've got entire museums for poop.
But they're all brown.
I kind of want a black burger. Will you give me a black burger? Yeah.
You really want
anybody want a black
Burger
Whopper?
King black burgers?
I'm scared of those for some
You want
reason.
one? You want to try one?
No,
You just want to poop green, don't
Yeah.
you?
I kind of like pooping green.
Yeah. It shocks you.
I like pooping in general.
No,
but
it shocks you when you get up. You're like, whoa, what was that? What the hell did I eat?
Why
You're like,
does
what?
this show keep ending with? Why does this show have segments that end horribly? I mean, last segment it ended with Jabba's dick, and now it's ending with Caleb wanting to poop green.
Well, it's like
I like green poop.
the reason for commercials is stop the degradation of our show, dude. We get a
Oh, there's no stopping the degradation.
No,
of the
but
show.
it gets a refresh start every 20 minutes. It's like
There's nothing wrong
just
with that.
continuously goes downhill, like into the gutter. It's kind of like our show's like a tributary to a major river, Ben.
Well, if you think it's going in the gutter now, just wait till the last segment because
Okay.
I always save the worst stories for last.
Oh, wait till after the show because I've just asked Password to go get me a black Whopper.
Oh, great!
Well,
You're not going to
note-
make us go look at it afterward.
I don't think it's going to actually happen that quickly.
It'll be the morning.
It'll be like 12, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll send you pictures.
Cool,
Awesome.
very good.
Great.
Please post those.
All right, okay, next we're going to jump to a break. When we get back to the last segment of the show,